Honestly, Rogelio, I know you're listening to me. I couldn't have done it without you.
Tears from a love left behind and salutes from brothers and sisters in blue. Today, a fallen Dallas police officer is laid to rest. Hello, I'm John McKay.
And I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. Officer Rogelio Santander was killed in the line of duty last week. And late this afternoon, the public paid tribute, lining roadways as a procession escorted Santander's body from a funeral in Rockwall to his final resting place at Westland Cemetery in Dallas. News 8's Rebecca Lopez was inside today's service. And Rebecca, this was understandably very emotional.
It was emotional, and today we learned more about Officer Rogelio Santander. His family and friends say that he was the kind of man that loved to bring his mother flowers and drove his girlfriend to work every day. He encouraged everyone around him to be better, and his friends on the force say he died happy doing the job he loved. Thousands of officers came to pray, honor, and say farewell to Officer Rogelio Santander.
We trade our vests for shields and our pistol belts for swords, and we join our fallen brothers and sisters in the fight for righteousness. Only we do it at God's side.
A video before the service showed us a glimpse of the young officer's life, the pictures of the little boy who wanted his whole life to fight crime like a superhero.
He wanted to be like Batman and fight crime. He wanted to save a city. It was in his DNA. It was in his desire to do just that, to bring justice and to bring peace.
But for those close to him, he was the superhero. His girlfriend talked about how he encouraged her to go to college and to do better for herself. She called him her blessing from God.
Never giving up on me when I was giving up on myself.
Fellow officers talked about his infectious smile, uplifting those around him. He loved his assignment at the Northeast Patrol Division, where he worked for 3 years.
That's where I love to work. That's where I started, and that's where I want to stay, and that's where I love. Because there's other people that I love. So he was happy. I know he was.
His soccer coach says Officer Santander had dreams of making it on the DPD SWAT team. Being a DPD officer was his dream job, but he never lost sight of what was most important in his life, his family.
He would call his mom every day just to check on everybody, to see how everybody was doing. That's how much he loved them. And he would bring her flowers once in a while, whenever he had a chance, because he was a great son.
As officers saluted his casket and escorted him to the cemetery, they heard the words Bishop Edward Burns told them, that while there is sadness, there is hope that evil will not have the last word, that Officer Rogelio Santander is resting in a peaceful place. Officer Crystal Almedia was not here. She is still recovering from her wounds. That was his partner. She was told of his passing recently, though. Officer Scott Painter, that was the security officer that was injured, he is still recovering, but his family was here to pay their respects. Reporting live, Rebecca Lopez, Channel 8 News.
After the funeral, Officer Santander's body arrived at Westland Cemetery in a horse-drawn funeral carriage. A smaller ceremony just wrapped up there within the last hour.
You know, when we lose a hero, North Texans respond, showing they care. Other first responders turn out on overpasses to give a salute, while everyday citizens sometimes join in or stop by the side of the road to watch the motorcade pass. We talked to a couple of people about why it's so important to them.
When we see stuff like this, it hurts. You know, it's not something we like to see. But I mean, we still want to be part of it. You know, we still want to like give back to the community.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I prayed that he was okay at the hospital, and then after the sad news, it was heartfelt. It was like unbelievable.
Coming up tonight, News 8 at 6 o'clock, Sebastian Robertson talks to a family who makes it their mission to honor all of North Texas' fallen heroes.
And as Rebecca mentioned, Officer Santander's partner and a Home Depot loss prevention officer were also injured in this same shooting. Both remain hospitalized but are said to be making great strides in recovering. If you'd like to help them and Officer Santander's family, there is a benefit tonight. It is at Four Corners Brewing on South Irvay in Dallas, and it runs from 6:30 to 11:30. The fundraiser is run by the Brotherhood for the Fallen.